Part 1. Christ the Eternal Tao. A note on the 9 Enneads. The poems that follow are not a translation of the Tao Te Ching, but rather comprise an entirely new work which is based on and quotes from the Tao Te Ching. In these poems, we will look at Christ through the innocent eyes and intuitive vision of Lao Tzu, and at the same time present Lao Tzu's teaching in the light of a new revelation. Therefore, what follows might be considered a New Testament of the Tao Te Ching. In keeping with the aim of this work, we have attempted to follow the form and style of the Tao Te Ching, including the latter's division into 81 chapters based on multiples of 3. Here it should be noted that the ancient Chinese placed great significance on the number 3, seeing in it the primal principle of order, and in this way their teachings foreshadowed Christ's revelation of the mystical life of the triadic Godhead. In chapter 42 of the Tao Te Ching, Lao Tzu wrote, "The 3 produced all things." The chapters of the Tao Te Ching itself consist of the sum of 9 groups of 9, or 9 Enneads, 9 being 3 groups of 3. In the following part, we have highlighted this pattern. In order to unlock the mysteries of Lao Tzu, we have made use of the teachings and insights of Jiming Xian, as recorded in Father Seraphim's lecture notes on Jiming's classes on the Tao Te Ching. Then, in bringing Lao Tzu's wisdom into a new dimension, we have drawn extensively from Eastern Christian writings spanning nearly 2 millennia. These sources are included in the notes at the end of this book, together with a commentary on the 9 Enneads. In quoting from the Tao Te Ching, we have relied primarily on the heretofore unpublished partial translation of it by Jiming and Father Seraphim, which we have found to be the most penetrating. But we have also referred to numerous other translations and to the original Chinese text. A note on the illustrations. In China, at the end of the 1920s, there was gradually formed a group of artists who worked in the faculty of the Art Academy of Fujian University in Beijing. At that time, the head of the academy was Chen Wendu, a classically trained painter known throughout China. Although he was not a Christian, Chen Wendu undertook a study of the Gospels with a view of painting scenes from them. Over the course of time, he was joined in this endeavor by his pupils, Lu Huangnian, Wang Suta, Sui Taihua, Van Suda, the Manchurian prince Pa Suitai, and others. In painting scenes from the life of Christ, the group of artists worked in the style of traditional Chinese painting, with traditional symbolism and compositions. The pictures were painted on silk, often in bright, joyful colors, typical of Chinese folk paintings. Gradually, these artists came to believe in Christ, and in the middle of the 1930s, they were baptized. Chen Wendu chose Luke for his Christian name, since, according to ancient tradition, the Apostle Luke was the first icon painter, and hence is the patron of artists. Lu Huangnian took the Christian name of John. Like their teacher, he and Wang Suta came to be well known throughout China. All of the illustrations in Part 1, except for the painting facing page 55, are by this group of painters, reproduced from the book The Life of Christ by Chinese Artists, Westminster, 1938.